We'll be the one with the head. Trust, for sure. He'll lead the
Yeah.
party. Trust.
Yeah. So pretty much you're just playing Rocinante now. You're Hrothgar's Rocinante.
Yeah, but however, level 2 did open up to a lot of things. I will say that much.
Interesting, interesting.
All right. So, yeah, I am ready whenever God is.
You deleted the entire recording, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we're gonna have to do the fun facts all over again.
Yeah, but at least now we're doing the fun facts after we know them.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Unless Mimi just says, nope, you can't use the same ones. You gotta wait till next time to use those.
No, I was more thinking of like, yeah, sure, I remember what Betsy's fun fact was.
Oh,
Betsy just makes her homemade
Oh, yeah,
jams
yeah.
with herself.
Makes
She
jams.
makes her homemade jams herself.
yeah,
You know.
with her own two
And
hands. She makes her jams and butters all with her own two hands.
As averse to the people who make their jams and their butters psionically.
Are we already doing this?
Yep. Yes, we
Okay,
are.
cool. Well, I already got Betsy's out of the way then. So I guess we'll just do it in order. Just start with Love, and then go down to Igor.
Okay. Ari was raised on a farm, and his family in particular farms goat. And that's why he has a lot of access to stuff like milk, cheese, and butter. Oh my
That's why he has a mental breakdown when there's no milk or cheese or butter.
Yep.
I mean, wouldn't you? Wouldn't
Yeah, even though I'm lactose intolerant, yeah.
Wouldn't you miss
I mean,
cheese?
I
Wouldn't
like
you
milk.
miss butter?
100%.
Like, imagine eating a baked potato with no butter and no cheese. No sour cream.
See, the crazy thing is that I actually don't like baked potatoes.
You're from the South.
Yes, I know.
You're from insert a southern state here. How could you not
listen,
like
I'll
that?
tell them I'm from Arkansas. I don't give a shit. Nobody knows where Arkansas is.
Yeah, that place doesn't exist.
Imagine if you didn't
You're
have
not-
butter to make cornbread.
Oh, you know what? Okay, you get a point.
Yep, there it is. There it is. Hrothgar's fun fact is the reason that he was he's so experienced with like first aid and such, and was able to take care of that bird that he hurt, is because it's not the first wounded animal that he's found and tended to before and brought back to being able to survive on their own out in the wild. It's just this is the first one he's gaslighting.
That's
True level of
crazy.
gaslighting in the morning. See, and this just tells me that Hrothgar is smart enough to gaslight people. Like, he's intelligent, he just chooses to not use his intelligence.
He's gaslighting everybody into thinking he's not intelligent.
Just like Wolverine.
Or he's so head empty he doesn't even know what gaslighting is, and that's how he's capable of doing it, because he actually just believes what he's saying.
You know what? That's fair.
Is it really?
Or did I just gaslight you into thinking
Free
he was
my
stupid?
boy, he's innocent.
He's gaslighting us.
Yeah, Shane is probably gaslighting us.
Ah, you never know with me.
Really?
Me when Fortunate Son randomly intensifies upstairs. That was
Very
very
odd.
odd. It's gone now.
But yeah, aside from 3G being head over heels for Jam and all gooey delights, he has a specific attachment to his little book that he constantly draws in, which will probably be for a later time.
For him. I love that he has a diary.
I hate that image. That gif. I hate that. I hate that.
Wow. Did you ever think of
It's funny to me.
Did you ever think of just not posting that?
No, not one bit.
Okay.
Not at all. I never think.
That's not true at all.
It's very true. I'm very head empty.
We all are. Wow. Yeah. The way that
Yeah.
little kid is just looking at that jam.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's me right now.
That's that's 3G 24/7.
Yeah.
Justifiable.
I mean,
Honestly.
hey, with some of the jams that Betsy has in her bag, yeah, probably.
Mm.
Anyway, so last session, you guys fought some birds. You leveled up from said bird fight. You saved a little boy who was making a delivery. You got 2 maps of the world. You did not tell our dear darling monk, who is not with us today, that you got the maps.
It's true. I fucking forgot.
We forgore.
I know you forgot. It's okay. You finished the delivery for Arrow, the little boy. And then you had a nice warm meal of shepherd's pie, and then you went to sleep and had a very nice snooze. And when we pick back up, it is the next morning. At the very bright ass crack of dawn, to which Arya and Hrothgar are skipping down the stairs, which is very dangerous.
What do they care? They have hooves, not feet.
Yeah, Ari's a mountain goat. He's
Ari
fine.
has hooves. I don't know about Hrothgar.
Yeah. Hrothgar does not, but you know,
Hrothgar's got big old toes.
Hrothgar's got big ass feet.
But why do I keep thinking that Hrothgar has more animal features than he actually does?
Because
fur
some
bulk.
people design fur bulks. Yeah, some people design fur bulks to be very animalistic. Others just make them big people. I
Mhm.
went somewhere in between.
Hmm.
But yeah, as you say, it is Hrothgar and Ari skip down the stairs together. Probably side by side, even though the staircase probably barely fits Hrothgar.
And,
On his
and
own.
holding hands because they're both morning people.
Yep, exactly.
And
Wide awake.
And they were just so happy to see each other both awake early in the morning at the ass crack of dawn. They were all like,
Mhm.
"Hey, friend!" And now they're just skipping down the stairs together. 'Cause,
Although I think halfway down the stairs, Hrothgar freezes, looks over at Ari and goes, "Wait, what about Juge?"
oh, that's right. Let's go get him.
Get back up the stairs.
Skip back up.
Yeah. So yeah, 3G is napping away, face first on his book, and probably making the most horrendous noises when inhaling and exhaling that you would possibly hear.
Ari just picks up the book and like gently places like the zhuzh on Hrothgar's head.
There is now a book on top of Hrothgar's head, with a little jam man on top of the book, on top of Hrothgar's head.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got in his crown of antlers, he's got one antler for his bird that he's gaslighting currently, and the other antler for a sleeping 3G. Perfect. Perfectly balanced as all things should be.
Mhm.
Okay, Thanos.
And now we skip back down the stairs.
And as you make it to the bottom floor, Trisjella is not to be seen. It is not her shift yet. And there is a dwarvish man behind the bar where Trisjella would have been. Yeah, she'd probably kill herself if she had to deal with you guys this early in the morning. God knows I would.
It's not that bad.
It's pretty bad.
It's pretty bad.
Like, when I worked at the grocery store, like, morning people were the worst to deal with whenever I had to fucking open the store.
Oh my god.
Anyway, he points you at a... Oh, goodness. He points you at a table already set with plates and silverware. No food other than a couple little things to snack on. And my glass chain is all fucked up. What the hell did you do?
Okay.
What the hell are you trying to say there?
Okay.
I spelled a lot wrong there.
You did. Did you have a stroke or something, Shane?
Did you have a
Probably. I was sitting down while I was typing it.
Yeah, that'll do it.
But you never like just be sitting around because you're not doing anything at your desk. You just suddenly can no longer sit still.
I mean, that's
Yeah,
me all the
that's
time
like
at
restless
work.
leg syndrome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah. So I stand up and dance to no sound because I'm
Alright.
crazy.
yeah. Hey, you know what I do? I fiddle with my pen.
I mean, I'm pansexual, so obviously I can't sit straight.
All right, that's good.
You know,
You got it.
usually it's me making those types of jokes. But it makes sense that the old person would be the one making the
Oh,
dad
shut
jokes.
Oh my
up.
god,
Oh my
fuck
God.
you!
Bro, kill yourself.
Hey, you're gonna get our video that's not monetized demonetized. You better watch what you say.
Oh, you know what? It's not even. It's well past 30 seconds. I think we're fine.
Yeah. Time to say a bunch of bad words.
Please
Fudge.
don't.
Zhuzh.
Fudge.
What the zhuzh?
Slish.
Oh, what the
What
shit
the
is
fuck?
this?
Oh my god, that's so stupid.
Anyway,
Anyway, you sit down at your little table, and nobody like looks at you. Nobody talks to you. The two people that are in the tavern are like keeping to themselves. They are there for a purpose, and that is not to talk to you. Oh, was that? No, that was Betsy's village. Never mind. You are eventually brought out some various foods, mostly oat-based things. Might be a couple eggs for each of you, and there is also a pat of butter and some bread to be put down for Ari.
Hooray! Yeah, he claps his little
You are
hands.
not charged. Sorry.
Oh, yep. He just claps his little hands at being given bread and butter.
You are not charged for the meal. And yes, Shane.
Oh no, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You got something to say.
Oh, I was just gonna say, Hrothgar just eats the eggs that he's served whole in one bite. Like
Bro,
if they're just a
fucking
sunny
chew
side
your
up egg,
food.
he
Oh my
just kind of.
He's huge though. The eggs.
Yeah, that doesn't mean he doesn't need to chew his food.
He is chewing it. He's just chewing it in one bite.
Like to him,
No,
chicken
it's not the
eggs-
same thing. That's like how a fucking dog eats.
Well, no, I mean, he's got a whole ass. The one egg is like a bite-sized morsel for him, kinda.
It's probably
Mostly.
like a quail
It's a big
egg
bite-sized
to us.
morsel.
How small do you think these eggs are?
The size of a chicken egg compared to somebody who's giant.
Yeah.
Whatever.
To him,
Whatever.
to
Shut
him
up.
they're
Whatever.
probably like quail eggs.
You know, have you ever seen Shaq hold a fucking? Have you ever seen Shaq hold a soda can? I mean,
Yes, I've seen Shaq hold a fucking soda can.
So imagine Shaq holding an
No,
egg.
I'm not gonna imagine Shaq holding a That's stupid. I'm not doing it.
You stupid.
You just know I'm right.
Oh, that's okay.
This is a normal-sized donut compared to Shaq, okay?
That looks like a cake donut.
His finger can't even.
I don't know
fit
what
through
it is. It's a donut.
Whatever, I don't care. Shut up.
I'm right, you're wrong.
Shut the fuck up. No one cares. Kill yourself. Bro, stop. Stop posting fucking Shaq pictures.
You know
I'm done now.
you're gonna have to put these pictures in the video, right?
Yeah, you're gonna have to. Like,
No,
you have
it's
to
gonna
know what we're
even
fucking
it's
arguing
gonna be even better when they have no clue what the fuck is going on.
No, you're legally obligated to put these fucking pictures.
You gotta put Shaq in. Bro.
Am
You
I?
gotta put Shaq in.
You gotta give Shaq his airtime.
What the fuck am I looking at?
So we get our meal for free.
Yeah, you get your fucking meal for free, whatever. You're eating them in one bite like a dog. Fucking Betsy comes down eventually and is like, hey, so like, I know we got stuff to do, but like, do we want to stick around or do we want to go anywhere? To Interon, whatever the hell the city's name is. Because I mean, I'm gonna go get my little thing. But I don't know what y'all want to do.
Well, I remember they were offering us. One of the people were offering pies if we brought them jam,
Okay.
and I think some pies on the road would be great, right? A couple slices of pie for the road.
Oh,
Yeah,
That'd be great.
That would be nice. But how do we know that that Zhuzh won't like eat the insides of the pies when we're not looking? Cause like they're kind of jammy, you know.
I mean, I think we have to worry about him eating the jam before we even
No,
get it to the lady to make
listen,
the
I
pies.
can take care of that. All right.
He raises his hands. All right.
I took care of it once. I can do it again.
I trust you, Betsy.
What if we distract him with some lamp oil and hide the pie slices somewhere?
I don't know if that's gonna work the way you think it will. He don't.
Well, I mean, he drank a whole lantern's worth of lamp oil.
That is true. He's like a little human garbage can. If he was human, living garbage can. Yeah, that.
I think he just likes anything that is like thicker than water, but not as thick as a solid object.
Yeah. He likes
So like blood.
chunky things. Well, like jam.
Maybe.
The dead silence.
Clear so now. But he's sitting up on your head right now as we speak.
Oops, sorry, you're cutting out. What, Igor?
He is sitting up on your head as you speak.
So he's
his
awake
beady
now?
little eyes.
Hrothgar has no clue.
Yeah, the word jam was said too many times, so now he's paying attention.
Ah, that checks out. It's like when you mention treat one too many times around an animal.
Yeah.
Betsy is going to lean over to Ari and like put her hand over her mouth, like in like where 3G can't see it, and it's just like, listen, I can get us some of the jams that we need. I should have spelled that out. Oh, I got some of the JAM that we need. I think anyway. Do any of you remember what jams were needed?
No, but I remember somebody has a list.
I do have a list. However, I'm seeing if you guys remember.
No, I'm not talking
you're
about
right,
you
'cause
and your
3G took
list.
Yeah, okay.
The whole ass paper,
Yeah,
yeah. We just have to get the paper from 3G. While Betsy is whispering to Ari, Hrothgar is just gonna stand there and be like, "What are you guys whispering about?"
Well, I mean, I'd include you in the conversation, but he's kind of on your head, and I don't really want him to know, because he might sabotage us.
I don't think my bird would sabotage
Not
us.
the bird!
Why are you talking about my
Talk
bird?
about the bird.
Hrothgar looks up like he can see his head. Wait. Oh, him.
Yeah.
Yeah, the JAM fiend.
Hrothgar takes a moment to spell out that in his head and then nods. Right. Well, I mean, the problem is he's the one who has like the paper that tells us what we need and like where to go too.
Maybe if we ask him politely, and at that point, Ari gets a little closer and like tries. Well, he technically is already standing on his tippy toes because goat legs, but he tries to do it even more, and he's just all like, Juge, you remember that paper you took from the quest board the other day?
He's pretty big love nod.
Do you mind letting us have a look at it? We'll give it back real soon.
So he's going to slowly open his little book from underneath after getting off of it, and he shows the paper. And before he hands it to Ari, by the way, only Ari can hear this. Ari can hear 3G's voice whispering in their ear. Why do you need it?
Ari immediately goes, "Ah!" and
Oh my
And-
god.
and he falls over with stiff little legs in the air because he has never heard him actually speak before. And
So now everybody sees
Are you-
Ari freaking out, but they can't hear any of that.
no.
Ari, are you okay?
Ari, sweetheart, you good?
He spoke.
No, Did he?
No, he didn't.
He spoke.
I didn't hear
He's on
nothing
top
except
of
you
my head.
screaming.
I would have heard something. Yeah.
He whispered in my ear. Wasn't you? You are.
And
Betsy is just hard side-eyeing you.
side-eyeing who?
Ari.
So after that, 3G is going to slowly let the paper go and let it float down to the table.
Hrothgar will look over the paper to see what they need,
Okay.
where to go.
As you look over the paper, you rediscover that a lady is looking for 1 jar each of cherry preserves, orange marmalade, and strawberry jam for her to make with her daughter. And your reward is sharing in the pie that is made.
All right. So we need 1 cherry preserve, 1 orange marmalade, and
Marmalade.
a
Oh my god.
strawberry jam.
Marmalade. Oh, Hrothgar.
What? It's a big word.
As
So,
you say these out,
at-
Betsy looks a little confused whenever you say marmalade. But she squats down under the table and she hefts her large burlap sack, rattling around with jars onto the on top of the table, and pops it open, and you all watch as she pulls out 1 jar after another of so many different types of jams and preserves and jellies and anything else that you could even possibly think to put into a glass jar, until she finds what she's looking for, of which is 1 jar of cherry preserves and another jar of orange marmalade. And she does have a jar of strawberry jam, but she very much hesitates on putting it with the other 2. I'm gonna go ahead and have 3G roll a Constitution saving throw.
That's a nat 20.
Okay, so you
Aw.
resist the violent urge to just jump into all of these jars.
How convenient that is, huh? Okay. 3G is sitting on top of Hrothgar's head still. If he was able to salivate, he would be salivating as he stares, and every fiber being in his body wants to just condor dive again down onto that table, but he resists for now. I'm curious on what the DC. I'm curious what the saving throw is for that.
So do
Well,
we? Do you have
with
everything
how many
we
were
need?
there, it was not very low.
Okay.
Do you have everything we need then, Betsy?
I mean, I do, but I mean, I don't want to give up all my stuff just for free. I mean, they're gonna need the whole jar.
Well,
Like, you can't just use a little bit of it.
But we're gonna get some of the pie back in return.
Well, yeah, but like, it's not the same, you know? Like, that would be like saying that, like, you take a I don't know what's a good analogy for you. You take a squirrel to the butcher, and all you get back is the pelt.
I butcher my own stuff.
That's not.
But you also have like 1, 2. He's gonna very painstakingly, slowly count out all the jars on the table.
Hang on, I have an answer for you.
Oh, great!
There are 12 jars, including the 3 that she's pulled out on the table.
Okay.
Well,
You
technically 13 if you want to count the Shine Muscat grape jelly that
Yeah.
3G bought.
Okay. You have like 10 other jars left after you give these 3 away.
Well, yeah, but they're all different flavors.
Well, yeah, but I mean, this is the thing. We either have to do that, or we have to go back to the store again, and we just made money. I don't want to spend more money.
I guess.
Especially because Minari really didn't seem like she liked that lady.
No, I don't know why she didn't. She's such a nice lady. She always tells me whenever I need something, which is crazy because she don't know. She never been to my house. So I don't know how she knows that I need stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. I just know that like Minari was mumbling something about everything being really expensive there. And like I don't know how expensive things are supposed to be. But I do know that I don't want Minari to be annoyed with us. So
Yeah, I guess I'll give it up.
and you never know, maybe those pies will be really, really good.
Well, I mean, they gotta be. Like, ain't no one around here ain't no one around here not know how to make pie.
Yeah, that would make sense. Hrothgar not understanding why that would make sense at all.
I will wait until Igor is back on his PC.
I'm here.
Oh.
I did the switch.
Oh, okay, cool. Didn't even notice.
Oh, that's good.
The 3G is not. God damn it, Betsy. Betsy is gonna grab the Shine Muscat grape jelly that you bought, 3G, and she's going to hold it up to you, like, well, not to you, just like kind of holding it up like in your general direction, and just be like, do you want some of this on your biscuit?
3G is going to lift his head up, open his mouth, and go, "Slush."
I'm gonna take that as a yes.
He nods.
She puts away all of her little jars, keeps out the Shine Muscat, and she gets a little butter knife and a biscuit, splits it in half, puts one on her own plate and one on your plate, 3G, and then she slathers them both in a very, very big helping of the jelly, and then holds it out to you. It's like, oh, here you go, buddy. Don't eat it all in one bite. You gotta savor it now. This was expensive.
He's going to take it in his stubby little hands, and he's going to inspect it. The fact that the jam is now smeared onto something else, and he's going to lift it up, looking at what it's smeared on, before taking a small little bite of it. And his eyes are going to glow a little bit in satisfaction before returning to their normal lifeless void gaze and continue eating.
I love that for you. For him, whatever. So does he actually have taste buds, or is it just?
He can taste.
So
I think he likes it.
This Shine Muscat jelly, out of the very few jellies that you've had thus far, on your travels around the world, this is by far the sweetest that you have ever had. And it's got a little refreshness to it. And once you eat the final bite of your biscuit, your entire little jiggly body quivers. Hi, anyway. Your entire little body jiggles, and you now have 5 temporary hit points.
Slush.
Why did I come back to Juge having 5 temporary hit points?
because Zhuzh is having a private moment with his jelly.
Private moment.
Yeah, it's very intimate.
And no, he was allowed to try his Shine Muscat grape jelly, which he bought with his own money.
Well, is he sharing with the class? Hmm?
Well, Betsy shared with him. I'm sure everybody else could have some if they asked. Hey, Ed. Was that Roxy?
Yes, yes, it is.
What was she wheezing for? What did her mama not do?
I don't know. Like, we've given her all the medicine that, like, is required up until now.
She's just wheezing defiantly at her dad. Is that all?
Yeah, sometimes I think she just wants attention. Because she'll be wheezing like she's dying, and then you pay attention to her, and then suddenly she is perfectly fine.
I see.
Suspicious.
Truly.
The wolf who cried wheeze. He seemed like he really liked that jam. That must be some really good jam.
Well, it was expensive, so I mean, I'd hope it was good. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm eating it right now. Yeah, it's good. Me forgetting that I also had Betsy eating it.
Can I have some of the jam?
I like it. Well, that's up to 3G actually. It is his.
Can we taste it, 3G?
Hrothgar tries to look up to ask 3G. Not able
3G
to see
just
3G.
gets fucking thrown backwards.
Yeah, he's giving
Yeah.
3G a roller coaster
Yeeted
ride.
across the tavern.
Yeah, 3G's hanging on the back of his neck for dear life right now.
Can I? He's like looking in all directions, trying to look at 3G before
Oh my
eventually
God.
giving up and just going, "Can I try some of the jam?"
3G is going to open his mouth, and a literal what was the color of the jam? Green? Like it was a green, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
So he's gonna open his mouth, and literal green little sparks comes out of his mouth before he goes, "Eh," which he nods as yes.
I think that's a yes.
He pats Hrothgar's head, and in his hand, he's going to make a knife and give it to him.
He's gonna
Like a
make a
spread-
knife.
Yep.
Like a spreader knife?
Yep.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yes, 3G just cuts Hrothgar's neck.
What a crazy opening.
Hrothgar just stares in confusion.
He said
Ooh.
I think he said that y'all can try it. And Betsy's gonna get her little biscuit, cut it in half, and spread some on each side of the biscuit, and then hand it over to each of you.
Yay.
Hrothgar, holding the biscuit between two fingers, leans forward and takes the tiniest bite, which is probably half the biscuit when he's doing it, but the tiniest.
He's trying his best.
Yeah.
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 Y'all bite into it, and it is the sweetest jelly that you've ever had. You can tell just from like the taste that like if this was an actual grape, it would pop in your mouth.
As Ari tastes it, he starts like tip-tapping his little hooves against the floor in like happiness, because he's just so like, it's so juicy. Yummy.
This is some good jam.
It really is. This might be the best I've ever tasted before. Oh, I shouldn't let my mom hear that.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, but this is really good. And Hrothgar will eat his second half.
In one bite.
Ari
Because he's tiny.
will eat about half his biscuit and feel kind of bad for Hrothgar because he's so large, and he will hand him like the remaining half of his biscuit.
Oh, what a nice little guy.
Hrothgar will smile and be like, "Whoa, thanks, Ari." Pop it into his mouth. Nope.
Well, you're really big, Hrothgar. You probably have to eat more than I do.
I do have to eat a lot.
So you both are now the proud owner of 5 temporary hit points.
Yippee!
Yippee! Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, every time I do have to eat a lot. Every time I sit down for like a meal with my parents, my mom's always like, and he makes a lady's voice. He's like, remember, you have to eat because you're a growing boy. So then I just eat.
Ari just kind of looks up at him, and he's just he's just kind of wide-eyed, and he's just all like, "How much bigger can you get?"
I don't know. I mean, I don't really think I'm getting much taller, but I don't know. I think it's just that like because my parents don't really know what I am. We just don't really they just don't know when I am done growing, you know?
Oh,
Because I'm already so much taller than everybody else like already. So like who's to say that I'd stop when they stop growing? I guess is what they think. I don't know.
well, I hope you don't get that much bigger, because you're already pretty big. If you get too much bigger,
Yeah,
you won't be able to sit places.
yeah, I don't think I would be able to fit into many other buildings if I got much taller.
Yeah, it's already. I see you ducking down doorways with your antlers. So,
Yeah, sometimes I also have to turn my head sideways or like the ends of my antler will get caught in the doorways. I've done that a lot and that really hurts. It's like getting clothes like it's like tripping over a clothesline except instead of at your neck it's at the top of your head.
yeah, I've had that happen before. It's really annoying. But it's not like we visit the halfling neighbors that much, so not a problem for me. But I know it must be difficult for you, Hrothgar. And he just does like a little gentle pat on his shoulder.
Has to reach up on his tippy toes to pat his shoulder.
Alright, so
He nods a little and just goes, go ahead.
let me ask you something, Igor, as a man with a child.
Mhm.
When said child gets a sugar rush, would you say that would be like a strength or a dexterity?
I would say, because more so it would come to running around and just kind of using all that energy. I'm going to say that it's going to be more on the dexterity side over the strength side, because it wouldn't really help you lift something or such that are much heavier than what you could have, but it will just. I would say make you more dexterous.
Alright, that's all I needed.
Mm. I don't like that.
Indeed.
Okay.
Hrothgar is then gonna look back to the page, like the poster that 3G took to see where they had to deliver these jams to.
Yeah, it is. There's a very, 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 very roughly drawn map, presumably by a child, of where there's specific houses, in the village, and it's not that far away from y'all. It's just around the corner, assuming you follow the map correctly. Hrothgar.
We can all take a peek at the map.
Wow, that's a cool drawing.
Yep. Okay.
Ari, look at this drawing.
Ari will go look over the said drawing, and he'll be all like, "Oh, this is a map."
Oh, it's another one of those. I thought all maps looked like the two that you had.
No, not all maps are that fancy. This one looks like somebody made it themselves, not like one of those map making people. I know they have a name, but I don't remember what it is.
Mapographers?
Map. I Yeah, I think they are called mapographers. That sounds right to me.
So, I'm assuming that this map leads us to where we have to take the jams because it's on the jams paper.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Should.
sounds about right.
Ari
Uh.
will attempt to read the map.
It's just right around the corner from you. It's not like there's obviously like some touristy spots, but it is not a big village at all.
Then Ari will dutifully point out that it is in fact just around the corner, and they can take Betsy's jams and preserves.
Betsy's Jams and
And
Preserves.
Marmalades.
It sounds like such a cute little shop name.
It really does.
It does.
It's got that little cottage core farm girl type of feel to it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go deliver this preserve, jam, and marmalade.
It's Rothgar. It's marmalade.
That's what I said.
No, it's not.
Oh, what did I say then?
You said marmalade.
Oh. All right, let's go deliver this preserve, jam, and marmalade.
Ari will just gently do the little pat on Rothgar's shoulder and smile.
So, with how they were all talking about the jams, is 3G aware of which jams have to be delivered to this individual? I can assume they weren't just whispering about it.
No, I mean the only thing they were whispering about was why they thought that 3G was asleep.
Yeah.
On the assumption that like if they did give the people the jams, then he would just instantly eat them.
Okay. Yeah.
But
so,
I mean, he saw Betsy pull out like all of their little jams and stuff.
Yeah. So he's gonna jump down from Hrothgar's head onto the table. He's gonna look between all the jams. He's gonna look at the paper, then look at the jams, then look at the paper, then look at the jams, several more times, before picking one of the ones up that was supposed to be delivered, and starts walking away.
Betsy, stop him!
Okay. So you're not trying to hide this at all?
No, not at all. Zero.
Okay. Betsy's gonna chase after you. And given that you are a small, circular man, she catches up to you real quick, and promptly picks you up. And is just like, "What are you doing? We need that."
He is going to point over to the paper, and then point over to the goo. Jam. Goo jam. Jam.
Jew.
The Jew.
No.
Well.
We're getting canceled.
Well, you know what they say.
God. That's the mistake I would
wanna
make.
Put it out
Come
there
on.
That was JOO, not anything that could be derived from that word.
Oh my goodness. Yep.
Ugh.
Yep. And yeah, he's gonna kind of put the two and two together.
Are you trying to make a delivery? Oh, that's so sweet. Well, I mean, we're gonna do it together. Don't like run off on your own, please.
He's not letting go, by the way.
My parents always said that when I was small. My parents always said that when you're small, you don't want to go off on your own because someone bigger might snatch you up.
Oh.
Granted, I don't know who would want to snatch up a living goo, because that's really slimy and gooey.
He looks at Hrothgar with his lifeless face and doesn't really seem worried about that at all. But instead, he is going to just Is he still being held, by the way, in the air?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Starts walking in the air.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he is going to look over to Hrothgar, and he is going to make the back of his the hairs on the back of his neck stick up.
Hrothgar's?
Okay.
Yep.
What?
Yep.
How can he do that? Can he do that?
With one
I
with,
as-
with, with one of his hands.
I assume thaumaturgy.
Well, that or predigitation.
Prestidigitation.
I'll never be able to properly pronounce that.
If I really try hard, I can say it right. Prestidigitation.
Ah, you did it.
But I can never say it right in action because I'm just like, I'm gonna prestidigitate that. So, Hrothgar, I think at first would kind of look around a little bit because he's probably used to that happening out in the woods when he hears noises and stuff. You know, as like a warning mechanism. But then after that, he just kind of seems confused and scratches at the back of his neck.
He then looks
And
back.
it's just like, go ahead.
No, continue.
I was just gonna say, he's just like, I think I just got bit by a bug or something.
Oh, what makes you say that? You look fine. I ain't seen no bugs on you.
Oh, my neck just started getting all weird.
Weird? Weird how?
Yeah. I don't know. At first, I kind of felt like I was being watched, but then I remembered, well, of course I'm being watched. I'm in a village. So then I was like, well, it must not be that. So I was like, well, I guess a bug bit me. I don't know.
Oh. Yeah,
That's kinda
sometimes
weird.
I get that
Usually
feeling.
I know when I'm being watched because like I'm out in the woods, so like it's a really helpful thing to know if I don't know if I may have encroached on a bear's territory or something.
Well, sometimes I get that feeling on the farm. I'm always scared that my mom's gonna come around the corner and yell at me for not doing my chores.
Yeah, but yeah, I guess I just got bit by a bug or something. I don't know. That was weird.
Well, I mean, we'll find out eventually, I guess, if you get a big old bite on, or bump on the back of your neck.
Yeah, you're right.
His legs are swingy, by the way.
Anyway.
All
Anyway, let's go. We've been
Yeah.
piddling around too much already.
right.
And with that,
Hrothgar
Betsy is up for
starts
things.
walking.
Still holding 3G in one hand while she's hefting everything up onto her back. And then y'all go on your little merry way to the little house on the prairie.
As in, we turn a corner. We walk a block away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thankfully, the map is at least simple enough for Ari to follow.
Yep.
Once you come up to the house, that is when Betsy puts you down on your feet, 3G. Knowing very well that surrounded by 3 other people, you can't escape if you decide to change your mind on delivering these jams.
I'd like to see you try. No, okay. I think in front of.
And Beth,
Continue. Sorry.
no, what were you gonna say?
I was just asking if they were in front of the house.
Yes, they're in front of the door. That is when Betsy puts you down. And then Betsy goes and knock on the door, and there is some ruckus on the other side, and eventually it pops open, and y'all look straight down, and there's like probably a 4-year-old little girl, got like fucking gap tooth, staring up at you with big old eyes, and it's just like, oh, are you here to see my mama?
Did your mama put something up on the quest board?
Well, I don't know. I ain't seen her all day. That's not true. She's in the kitchen. I lied.
Why would you lie? Well, that's not
Does your
very
mom
nice.
make pies?
Yeah, my mama loves make pies.
That's probably the person that we're here to talk to, because there was a little map that told us to go here, and I think you're too young to be making pies on your own. So, I assume it's your mom. Yeah.
Could you please go get your mama for us so we can speak to her?
She squints up at you, got her bottom lip stuck out. She's really thinking. And I need you guys to roll a persuasion.
Oh my god.
This little child.
Great. Great.
That's a 21.
What is 3G gonna say to persuade her?
3G didn't say nothing. Why is he rolling persuasion?
Yeah. 17.
I rolled a 12.
Because he has high in persuasion.
But if he's not persuading anything, it doesn't matter what he has high in.
Say anything.
He can speak.
I have a high in athletics, but I'm not going to make an athletics.
Well, they were talking.
if Arya's if 3G's jumping across the gap, am I supposed to roll athletics for him to make it across?
Yes, now you have to.
Oh,
So anyway,
God.
with the 17, Hrothgar, she stares up at you, like her neck is like craned at 90 degrees trying to look up at your fucking face.
Oh my god. It's like looking at the sun.
And she eventually snaps her head down, looks at her little feet, and then pads away. Doesn't even close the door, she just pads away, and you can just hear her like a little ways off, just like, "Mama, there's someone here to see you." And you just hear yeah, basically. And then you hear the very quiet conversation of what did I tell you about opening doors to strangers? Now, God damn it. You gotta stop opening the door or you're gonna get me in trouble someday. You gonna get snatched and I ain't never gonna see you again. Now, do you want that?
Oh, me for real. Flashbacks to my childhood.
Anyway, a slender woman, brunette, got a little bandana over her head, holding her hair back, comes up the door, looking at the group of y'all, looks at you specifically, Hrothgar, and is just like, oh god, what now? Oh, whatever, shut up.
Hrothgar smiles and waves.
Can I help you? Gentlemen? Very strong question.
We saw on the board that if we brought you some jam, a marmalade, and a preserve, that we would get some pie.
Hrothgar, marmalade.
Just oh my fucking god. Oh my god. She
Oh,
fucking,
God.
she immediately like looks at her leave. Like she legitimately like slumps and is just like has a hand over her chest. I was like, oh thank god, I thought you were here to collect taxes or something. Please come on in. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to be non-hospitable. I'll be happy to take your jams. And she looks at you. She looks at you, 3G, and she like doesn't say anything, but like it's pretty obvious to all of you that she's just like, what the hell is that thing?
He's gonna lift up the little jar he's holding towards her and just go, "Shush."
That's so nice. Thank you. And she'll take the jar from you. Now, do you know which one you grabbed? Because I don't think we went over that.
No, we
Alright,
did
cool.
not.
Very cool. I love that for you guys.
But all I know is that he specifically looked at the paper and took the jam that closely matched the paper.
All I'll say is that there's only one jam listed on the paper.
Oh.
No, there were 3 jams listed on the paper.
Well, I'm sorry, there's only one with the name jam. The others are very specific
God,
types of jams.
I'm gonna reach through
So-
this fucking mic and strangle you.
So technically,
Technically,
you
you
must
can
have
shut
grabbed
the fuck
the
up.
strawberry jam.
Fucking marmalade looking ass.
And after it gets taken from him, which he reluctantly lets go.
At first, she's like fighting him for it.
Yeah. He just like let go of the. He's going.
He's probably like partially in the air by the time he lets go.
And he is going to walk inside.
Okay. Betsy is gonna hold out the 2 remaining jars, to her, and y'all are free to sit down and have a nice little sip of tea or milk or whatever else you want, and then I'll get to whipping up those pies real quick, like, and whatever happens, don't let my daughter like spin some wild tale, because she is just she's a babble mouth. She loves to just run her little mouth. It gets her in trouble a lot.
Alright.
Well, she did lie to us that you weren't home, but that
She did
told
what
us
now?
the truth.
She then immediately told us the truth after.
She did.
Well,
I told her it's not polite to lie.
it's not, and I keep telling her. You know what? I'm just gonna get Vic these pies. I ain't gonna tell her nothing I ain't told her before.
Okay, ma'am.
Hrothgar sits on a seat that is probably a little too small for him.
Ari just sits as well, and occasionally looks over at the little girl to make sure she's not doing just to make sure she's like not up to no good or anything.
She is sitting at one of the tables in the room, and she's coloring with whatever the fuck equivalent to crayons is in this universe.
Yeah, 3G's gonna walk over to her and watch her draw.
Maybe she's just got like a little lump of charcoal and like a
Yeah, probably actually. Her hands are fucking like black. She's got fucking smears all over her face, in her mouth.
Ari will just kind of kick his little legs and be all like, "Oh, must have been nice to be. I remember being that age. It was so nice."
Yeah, 3G, you walk over and she's drawing what you think is supposed to be a horse, but it really, no one's really sure. It sure does look very vaguely like a horse, though.
3G
It sure does look.
is going to open his book and draw with her.
That's amazing. I love that.
Ari will kind of like pat Hrothgar on the shoulder and point to them because he thinks it's cute.
Hrothgar will look over and be like, "Aw, look at them. Maybe 3G is a child."
Maybe.
Or he's just an artist.
Could be that
I
too.
forget, what have you drawn in your Oh, you tried to draw the wizard, right? At one point?
Yeah, so several things have been either the jams that he's already consumed, he's tried to draw the group, smiley faces, a map, and then attempted to draw the wizard.
Okay. So she's gonna see the wizard that you attempted to draw, and she is immediately flipping her paper over and trying to like mimic the drawing.
He looks and turns his book around to let it face the child to properly be able to copy it, and he is going to intently watch her draw and not pay attention to anything else that's going on around in his surroundings.
That's adorable. How dare you make me feel things.
Yeah, so it's just a little girl mimic drawing all of the stuff on the pages that she can see. And eventually it it does kind of, when she draws everything that's on the pages and is very clearly like bored of redrawing the same smiley face for the 15th time, she kind of starts to just draw some random little things, and once she runs out of her little piece of charcoal I should say, she just starts like finger drawing with her nasty little fucking dirty fingers. Can you tell I like children? And she starts drawing little what could either be a rhombus or a crystal.
It's probably crystal.
It's really hard to
No,
tell
she's just
because
practicing
her
her
lines
geometry.
are not straight.
I mean, she's 4.
Yeah, she's practicing her
Let's give her
geometry.
some
You gotta
credit.
start when you're young. Hrothgar is just like sipping tea, although again,
I swear
He's
to God,
like,
if you bring up Shaq again, I'm gonna kill you.
No. He's just sipping tea. He probably has like 2 or 3 cups or glass cup, whatever you want to call it, worth of tea as he's waiting. And he's just like, usually I use this like really big tankard for whenever I'm having tea because it's a little bit more like proportional to me. These little cups, and he like holds up the little teacup that already you couldn't fit your finger through. Like a normal sized person already can't fit their finger through. He's just like, these things are so small.
Don't drink too much Hrothgar, because then you'll have to tinkle, and we're gonna have to stop somewhere.
Yeah, because that's Skull's main concern is having to stop to pee.
Yeah, the guy who spends days out in the woods. Oh no, I have to pee in the woods.
Oh no.
Yes.
Listen, Valerie doesn't know all that.
Yeah, so after quite a while of watching 3G and this little girl draw random ass pictures, Mama comes in eventually, wearing a very, very dusty apron, dusting off her hands, and she's like, well, the pods are in the oven, it'll be a little bit before they're done cooking. I mean, I don't usually have guests, so this is kind of unfamiliar territory, I guess.
It's okay, ma'am. You have a nice home.
Thank you. Ever since my husband died, we've been trying our best.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear about your husband.
Yeah, well, these things happen. It's oh my god, kill yourself!
What?
No, it's
So
not.
don't bring up
It's
Shaq. I
not
didn't.
Shaq. Just another famous NBA player.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's
Whatever.
just
Shut
fucking...
up. Whatever. Shut up.
Yep.
You're gonna have to include Yao Ming, okay?
Yeah, you gotta have to include Yao Ming. Actually, I'm pretty sure he was taller than Shaq.
Yeah, taller, not wider though.
No.
Minnie's fucking losing her shit.
I'm hearing so many noises outside. Anyway, she looks at all of you, taking up space, and then just sits on the floor next to her daughter, looking over the little drawings that the two of you have done together, 3G. And once she sees the little shaky ass fucking crystal drawings that her daughter's done, she gives a very exasperated sigh and takes her daughter's hands to start like wiping them clean with her apron, and like kind of starts to scold her, not super intensely, but just like, I told you to stop drawing them things. It's nothing but bad memories, and I just need you to listen to me for once in your dang life. You just like your daddy. You never listen.
What did she draw that she shouldn't be drawing?
I don't know if I should be talking about it. It's just family stuff.
Can he draw a question mark with a sad face as persuasion?
Sure.
That's a 19. Yeah, exactly like that.
She looks at the question mark and then she looks at the frowny face, and she heaves a sigh, rolls her eyes, and is just like, hey, fine, whatever. Maybe my husband thought that he could get us some money, and he went off to the old ruins, and he never came back. And ever since, my daughter has had dreams, I think, of watching her daddy die to whatever thing it is that's in the ruins, and she has night terrors about it, wakes up screaming, and it's horrifying. And ever since they started, she's been drawing these stupid little crystals, and I already know what happened to him. I went to go find him myself, and I saw him, and I couldn't look at him. But I can't let my daughter know that she still thinks that he's gonna go home. And I told him not to go to them damn ruins. Dang it, I meant them darn ruins, and he didn't listen to me. I told him it was dangerous. So many people have already disappeared, and there's all them things out there, and I just, it was too dangerous, and I told him no, not to do it. We were fine as we were. I mean, we may be poor, but you know, we got the village to help us if we're really down on our luck. And he's never listened to me. And look where he is now, a damn statue.
A statue?
Yes.
Ari's gonna look at Crossgar and 3G.
3G is not aware of what she means by a statue.
Hrothgar doesn't kind of say anything, but I think his immediate assumption is that she's just talking about his tombstone. He definitely doesn't take it like, this is the one time he doesn't take something literally.
Ari will kind of like scratch his head a little bit and be all like, do you think there might be like a monster in the ruin? One that can
Well, of course there's a damn monster in the ruins. Everybody knows there's a monster in the ruins.
Then
he goes around. Sorry, what? I was reading Shane's stupid fucking message. What'd you say?
Wow. Missed opportunity.
It was, bro. It was.
What did you... I guess I'll just live in curiosity forever.
She's asking you what you said.
Oh, what I had said?
Yes.
Ari was asking like why the husband would go to the ruins knowing there's a monster there.
Because it's, you know, the ruins of the old city, and there's relics from the past left there, and things that can be sold, and some people even found sacks of gold and magic items, and it's just, you know, it's dangerous, but you know, if you can get out alive, it's, you know, you be rich, and I mean, there's also, I mean, some of the blacksmith in town, he sends people sometimes to go collect meteorite, and it's dangerous and illegal now. I mean, we can't farm it no more, but I mean, there's just so much in the ruins that could make you rich. I mean, why wouldn't you go, even if there is a crazy ass monster out there? I'm sorry, I shouldn't be cursing from my daughter.
Monster is it?
Well, I don't know. I ain't never seen it.
Because it's just like, I don't know, at least back home, a lot of times people would come back from their own trips out into the wilderness, and they would come to me, and like, back when I was young, like, not younger, but like a year or two ago, they would come to me because I'm the biggest in the village, and they were talking about a monster. But then when I went out, it was just a mama bear caring for her cubs, but to everybody else it was just this aggressive thing that they never really saw because they were either out at night or they just heard a noise and ran. So I'm just like wondering, I don't know if it's a real monster or if it's just
no, it's a real monster.
Something dangerous protecting itself.
No, it's not a wild animal. It's I mean, I haven't ever seen it myself, but I've heard the stories, and it's scary. It's not a wild animal. It turns people into statues, and it kills people, and I mean, I'm not the only one who's been turned into a widow. It just by the thing out there, and it's just, no one knows what it is because no one's ever seen anything like it. If they've seen it at all and lived to tell the tale.
Huh. Where are these ruins?
Oh gosh, I couldn't even tell you how long of a trip it is from here, but it's past the city of Eneron. You can see it from the city of Eneron.
Ari looks at Hrothgar and at 3G, kind of like silently asking with his eyes if they should go investigate these ruins or not.
Don't do it. I see that look in your eye. I know what you're thinking. Don't do it. It's just a death trap. I already lost my husband to it. I don't wanna lead y'all strangers out there. You're so sweet, and you brought me my jams, and I mean, I don't even know you. Oh my god, fuck off. I don't want to send you to your deaths.
This thing is so dangerous to others. Somebody's got to stop it, right? So
And you
other
think people
stop
haven't
dying.
tried to stop it?
Well, I mean, no. I guess yeah. I'm sure others have tried.
I mean, what kind of people have tried to stop it? Adventurers?
You name it, they've tried. I mean, there's hunters, there's adventurers, merchants just trying to find something to sell. I mean, even some of the folks at Enron, like, I mean, some of the city guard have gone out there and to try and stop it, and ain't none of them come back. I don't think. I mean, I ain't been there in quite a while to see for myself, but I've heard the stories. I mean, the king himself sent out an expedition, and only half of it came back.
Well, we just want to help.
And I'm sure, but you folks are so nice, and I just don't kill yourselves, please.
I mean, okay, we'll try not to.
Do anything I'm not sure I can't handle.
Yeah.
3G copied a drawing of that crystal, right? Or no? No, she was drawing.
She was
drawing.
Okay.
Yeah. This poor little girl with night terrors. And Mimi's trying to
that doesn't know what she's drawing.
And Mimi's trying to goad us
think.
into fighting like a level 15 monster.
I'm just trying to think if Hrothgar would have the idea of like, hey, maybe we should take it, even if it's a rough drawing, maybe we should take it with us to get a general idea of what crystal thing she's drawing.
3G is going to stand up on his stubby little feet, and he is going to point towards the door.
Oh, do you want to leave, dude?
Ah, but you ain't, the pies ain't done cooking.
He's going to look at the girl, and then back to the mom, and lift up the sad face again in the book.
Well, I mean, my pie. I'm sure a slice of the pies would make you feel a lot better.
He's gonna take the book and start drawing something, and eventually turn it around with kind of looks like an angry face with horns on it, and then an X next to it.
The mother is going to look at Ari and Hrothgar, visible confusion on her face.
Think he wants to kill me?
No, I don't think he wants to kill you. He probably wants to kill the monster. If he killed you, then who would give him rides?
Oh, wait, so is the monster just an angry-looking me?
I don't think that's why he drew it with horns.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes more sense.
Please.
I was gonna say.
At least wait until the pies are done, and then you can go. Okay, whatever happens after that is not in my hands. I could tell you not to go, but ultimately, I have a feeling you're just gonna do like my husband did and not listen to me.
Listen, we have a long time before we're even at Enron, and we'll probably want to check in with our parents first, so we'll have plenty of time to really think on what we want to do.
Yeah, what Hrothgar said.
It's nice that y'all have your parents left. You should definitely give them a hug next time you see them.
I hug them all the time.
Sometimes my mama scares me, but I still hug her every night.
Well, I guarantee you, anytime you think she's being scary, it's just because she loves you so much that it just infuriates her whenever you do something that puts either yourself or somebody else in danger.
Ari just kind of like wrings his hands a little bit and nods.
Anyway, the pies are finished cooking about 20 minutes later, and you each get one slice of each pie, and I will give you those stats eventually whenever I decide what they are.
You'll love it. Love to see it. Alright, add to equipment. We're gonna do custom thingy, maybe. Custom item. We have, go cherry pie. And beautiful. These smell delicious, miss.
What?
These smell delicious.
Oh, smell. Oh my god. I thought you were asking her how to spell delicious. I was like, would she know how to spell delicious?
Is she literate?
I
Probably
mean,
not.
yeah,
Probably not. It's a high fantasy setting.
yeah. Like, not that many people know how to read.
I think for as airheaded as Hrothgar is, I think his parents did teach him how to read.
I love that for him so much. And very huge character. Okay. You enjoy some time. You watch the little girl fawn over 3G's book. And she, before you leave, the little girl does actually, while flipping through the filled-in pages of your little book, she grabs her the tiniest little piece of charcoal that she can find on the floor, and then she draws the sloppiest and biggest happy face on a blank spot in one of the pages in your book. And then looks very proud of herself when she nods, and then slaps the book closed, and then just stands up and toodles off to presumably her bedroom.
He is going to look at that well, now it's closed, but he's going to look at his book for quite a while, just staring at it, while everybody else is doing their own thing.
Is this where we have a the sad flashback of 3G with his children in his home world?
No,
Oh
but
my god.
No, but he holds the book a little bit closer than he usually does.
Oh my god.
Well, we should probably go pick up your halberd, Betsy, and hit the road.
Oh my god, my mic did not pick up any of that.
No, it did not.
The instant that you started saying that, as Betsy, I was just like, oh my god, my whip, and then my mic beeped the shit out. Yeah, Betsy doesn't even like wait for you guys. She just takes off running outside of the house into the blacksmith.
just
Betsy,
a
wait!
trail of dust.
The pies!
Yeah, I can come back for him.
Oh, she has her pie. Hrothgar scoops up Arya in one of his arms and runs after her again. Ari,
He just leaves 3G.
No, it's okay. We were all
3G's so small.
we were all given. It's not unrelated, but we were all given what 40 gold from the previous thing, or how much gold did everybody get?
I think
We each
it
got
was
9.
44, and then 3G had 1.
3G gave 1 in.
Yeah, to make
Okay.
it 45.
Yeah. So everybody has 9 gold pieces.
Oh, we each got 9 gold pieces. Okay.
9.
Okay.
Yeah.
3G is going to look at the mom, and he is going to kind of like, find something inside of him before taking one of his gold pieces out, putting it down on the table, of course, using prestidigitation to clean it, so she doesn't have to worry about it being dirty, and leaves the house with his book.
You are now 1 gold piece lighter.
And he is going to go after them with the best of his abilities.
With his little feet.
Yeah, his little feet, because he was warned not to summon anything in town, so he has no choice.
It's not hard to find them. You still hear Betsy going, oh, down the street with Hrothgar fucking running after her. And you pop into the blacksmith. He already has it waiting on one of the walls for her. And I don't remember if you guys already paid for it or not.
We did. We brought the price down before.
Okay, cool. He gestures at it, and she picks it up like a sand person.
You mean a Tuscan Raider?
Yeah, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah. Don't say sand person. That will get us canceled.
Okay, well, whatever. Whatever the hell they're called. I don't know shit about Star Wars.
Tuscan Raiders. You don't need the angry Star Wars mob in the
Oh,
in there.
whatever. Oh my god.
Trust me, I know because I'm one of them.
Mhm.
I'm not. I don't get that pressed. I promise.
Anyway, she's holding it above her head. Looks very triumphant. And the guy behind the counter is just like watching her very warily, knowing that she's just gonna end up fucking hurting herself. And so he has you guys wait a moment, and he disappears behind the back. You can hear him digging around and shit. And he eventually comes out and places a chainmail shirt on the counter in front of himself, and is just like, "This is free of charge." And Betsy kind of looks at him, and she's like, "Well, I don't know why you think I need that." And he just looks back at her, just like, just think of it as a first adventure guarantee, I think." And she looks at it, looks at her halberd, looks at her own chest, looks back at the chainmail shirt, and then picks it up, gives it a little shake so that she can really look at it, and then just looks at the blacksmith like, "Well, thank you, mister. That's awfully kind of you." And then she twiddles one out.
Hrothgar just standing there, waiting outside.
Betsy is now one halberd bird.
Hold gently.
One halberd.
Hold
Yep.
gently like hamburger.
She is now one halberd and one chainmail shirt heavier.
Hrothgar will put Ari down on the ground. And then while he's feeding some of his like stale bread rations to his bird, he'll pause and be like, "Wait, where's Juge?"
We left him.
Oh no. He's so small. What if an eagle? What if an eagle snatches him up?
Hrothgar like turns around and is like does like that whole entire like lookout like pose, like looking off down the road.
He's walking down the road very slowly. He's
very tired.
Yeah, he did not. He got tired very quick.
I think I see him, or maybe I see another little slime boy.
No, that's
Are there
def-
more
that's
little
definitely-
slime boys?
Have you seen another one of him since we met him?
No.
Well, I mean, I guess it's more you guys
No.
met me, but
I mean, no, but like
what kind of question
never
is that?
know.
Really? That's just silly.
A good one.
No, that's just silly. We ain't never seen another one of him. And frankly, I'm insulted that you would think that we would ever mistake 3G for anything else. Do better. And then she walks off to go reunite with 3G.
Hrothgar looks more confused than he's ever looked before. Before eventually quietly looking to Arya and going, "I guess we should look at the map to see what direction we should go towards the castle or city or wherever we're going. Anaron. Yeah, that place."
Good point. He will open up the map, and I suppose he'll try to read it as best he can to lead them towards the castle.
That would be really cool if I had put landmarks on these maps.
Just
I'm
give us a
going
cardinal direction,
for-
baby. That's all we need.
For the sake of the session, because I do have to fix these maps. For the sake of the session, I will say you guys came in through the oh gosh, I want to say the north. I think that was like 6 sessions ago. I don't fucking know anymore.
If only I took notes.
Yeah, if only somebody ever took notes ever in our games.
If only, if only.
If only we didn't start this game going, yeah, we don't have to take notes, we have recordings.
And then knowing damn well that none of us were gonna look back and listen to those recordings except
Yeah,
when
exactly.
editing them.
Yeah. God.
We'll say it's to the north, question mark. Very tentatively to the north.
Yeah.
And I will say actually, as you're like exiting the little town, village, if you squint real hard in the distance, you can see just over the horizon, what looks to be a very large castle.
Hrothgar will be like, wait, why don't we just go towards that thing? That's gotta be it, right? That's kind of important.
I think that is the castle, Hrothgar.
Yeah, who needs maps?
Hey, we're not just gonna throw away the map.
Well, no, but we already can see it. Right, it's right over there. So we gotta go that way.
I know we can
Hrothgar
see
says-
it, but we can't see the other stuff. I'm keeping the map.
What other stuff do we need to see? We don't have to, like I said, we don't have to throw it away. We just don't need it. Hrothgar, not thinking about the hypoxia pools at all.
Ari will, in fact, put the maps side by side together and, like, just point at them to Hrothgar, and he's just gonna be all like, what about the scary black holes, huh? We want to avoid
well,
them,
if we
don't
see one, well, yeah, if we see one, we just go around, right?
If we see one, it's too late. We'll get sick and die.
Wait, you can get sick from something without even seeing it? Wow.
What? I mean, you can't see the cold, but you can still get a cold, can't you?
Well, yeah, but like I can see, well, not see. Well, yeah, sometimes you can see it's cold outside and that you might get a cold because there's snow on the ground, or you can feel that it's cold outside.
Haven't
You know?
haven't you ever got a cold in the summer?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I've never gotten a cold in the cold either. I don't really get cold.
Well, okay, look at it this way. So you know how like pigs, or not just pigs, sometimes an animal will get sick and you can't see the sick, you just kind of know that it's sick.
Yeah.
It's like that.
Okay, I get it, he says, not getting it. In fact, I am gonna roll a deception check just because I want to see if it's any good. That's a 2.
Oh yeah, no, nobody believes you.
Yeah. Ari literally just kind of looks at Betsy and then looks back at Hrothgar and then looks at Betsy.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. I have a +2 to deception. It's a 4.
Well, in that
Yeah,
case,
no, still. Well, yeah, in that case.
In that case, everybody still does not believe you.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Ari just looking at Betsy, then looking at Hrothgar, then looking at Betsy, and just like his eyebrows say everything.
So, I guess we just use the map to make sure there's none of those goopy things between us and Inaron.
Yeah. There's a whole bunch. So we might have to take a couple of side paths, but we should be able to get there okay otherwise.
Do we need those? Don't we need like what is it called? Oh, a compass to work with the map?
We should get one. That way, if the sun is high in the sky at noon, we won't get confused between east and west.
Yeah. My mom
Betsy-
used to try to make me take a compass out with me. I never used them, but
Betsy very helpfully is like, well, if it's noon, then you just wait until it's not noon, and then you'll know if it's east or west.
But that'll cost us time.
Well, no, it's just a little break. You know, you sit down, you have a nice little snack, and then you start traveling again.
what happens if we have to go at night?
Yeah.
We just won't.
Well, but what if we don't have
All
any
right.
choice?
Well, I mean, if we travel at night, it's gonna be harder to see them little dots. It's gonna be harder to see the map. and there's so many like nasty little critters out at night, and I don't feel like tripping on a hole and then like twisting my ankle, you know. Like I would just rather travel during the day.
Yeah, but like, what happens if, right, we settle down for the day because it starts getting dark, and at night we make camp, and then we hear some of those nasty little critters that you don't like around us, and it turns out we're in an area they like to be. Then we'd want to move at night to get away from them.
I would simply scare them off.
I don't think you've been around nasty little critters trying to protect their babies. They don't
Well,
scare off.
If there are little babies, then I will not camp where there are little babies.
It can be harder than you think. I've done it a couple times.
That's a good point.
If we stay on the main road, ain't nothing bad gonna happen. Okay?
Can't fight that logic. All right. I mean, I've never been on a road before where I go, so it's gotta be safe.
Yeah, they
Oh.
wouldn't make a road if it wasn't safe.
But
You're right.
what?
Wait, so why do we have to worry about those pools? The road should just take us away from the pools.
But what if one of those pools appeared in the road? Then what?
Well, why would they put a road through one of the holes?
Yeah, wouldn't they just have made a new road then?
Yeah, exactly.
I guess they
Wait,
would
so
have.
I'm just back to where I was before. We don't need the map. We just follow a road. What road? The road that goes that way.
Wait a minute. Maybe we could sell the map. I mean, if that wizard wanted it, it must have been pretty important, right? So we could sell it.
What? No, we shouldn't sell the map.
Well, I'm just
No,
saying, if we don't need the map,
I agree with
somebody
Ari
might.
because but the maps are cool, so we should hang on to them because they're cool,
But-
even if we don't need them.
It's true. I really like
And-
the drawings on the map.
And what if somebody in the Interon would buy them for more?
No, I don't want to sell them.
Or I also kind of think that like my parents would really like to see that map because like they don't really leave the village much. So
Oh, do your parents like art?
yeah, we'll go with that.
That was the least convincing yet I have heard today.
I think it's more that they would just want to see like what is around us, you know?
Well, I mean, you can look around and just see what's around us.
Yeah, but that takes a lot of time because you just gotta like pick a direction and walk, and then you gotta do that in every direction.
Yeah, I guess.
And like I've done that in a lot of directions, but not every direction.
That's true.
And I haven't found much.
Picking every direction would probably take a really long time.
Yeah.
Well, let's go.
Yeah, let's follow that road. Hrothgar picks the one road, the nearest road that points the direction of Interon. Doesn't care how wide it is or anything.
Yeah, there is in fact a road.
Actually,
There is in fact a road leading out of the village, assumedly towards Interon, that is at least wide enough for a cart or a carriage or whatever.
it looks like it's a good sized road. Let's go.
Wait, what about the compass?
We need it. We got the road.
The what?
But
If we know what direction east and west is in, then we'll know what direction north and south is, and we can just follow the road all the way to Interon.
Yeah, because never woggle, waffle, soggy, eat. Yeah, let's go.
What?
I genuinely did not understand what you said.
Never,
It's not-
never waffle, soggy, eat.
it's
It's a saying to
That
describe north, east, south, and west.
I thought it was never eat
Yeah.
soggy waffles.
See, that's
That's
what
the
I
joke.
thought. That's why I was confused.
That's the joke.
Oh, okay.
That's the
Oh,
joke.
Okay.
Oh,
That's the joke.
okay.
Never
Turns
waffles
out,
soggy.
we're the idiots, Igor.
It turns out Hrothgar is at a different plane of intelligence. Alright.
Oh,
Well,
God.
okay then.
God.
I can't believe that Ari is low key being the smart one here.
Yeah, well, especially because how will we know whether the sun's